What up? What up? What's going on, good people? We back again for another episode of Love and Relationships Talk on a Tuesday evening. I am your host, it's your boy JD, aka Mr. December, and we have a special treat for y'all this evening. If you're watching on the replay, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and put your thoughts down in the comments. And look, I'm excited about today's show. It's about to get hot and heavy, and I'm going to introduce everybody we got on today. First of all, we got my boy RJ back with us again. What's going on, RJ? Say something to
Yo,
the
yo,
people.
yo, what's good, people? It's your boy RJ, man. Back to give a good perspective to all the topics that we're gonna cover, man. Y'all stay tuned.
Yeah, that's what's up, and he definitely has some good ones. And then we got CB on the line today. What up, CB? Say something to the people.
Hey, I'm ready to talk.
All right. Well, I'm ready to talk too. I'm glad. Let's see who else we got. We got Shay. Where you at? Shay. All right. We had somebody else. Where KJ go? What's up, Shay? Say something to the people.
What's up, y'all?
It's good, shit.
Yeah. We got RJCB and Shay, and I don't know where in the world. I don't know where KJ went. Had me over here going crazy for a second. Maybe she'll jump back in. But anyway, yo, we got a really good discussion. Let me introduce everybody one more time. We got my boy RJ. We got my girl CB and Shay. Hopefully, we'll get KJ back on with us. But anyway, y'all see the title, y'all see the thumbnail, and the conversation is about to get heavy on today. And the reason why is because, let me give you some background. Last week on the job, we had some good water cooler talk. And here go KJ. KJ, you with us? Can you hear us?
Yes, I am.
All right, that's what's up. Everybody say what's up to KJ in the building.
It's good, KJ.
What's up?
Hey, we got it going with these initials today. But yo, conversation about to get hot and heavy. Last week we had a conversation at the workplace during our catch-up time, first thing in the morning. And the question came up: how long should women make men wait for, we'll call it bedroom fun in a relationship? And what are the parameters around making them wait? And we're going to go a little bit deeper and talk about how long should you wait to be in a committed relationship, along with other things. So I'll start the conversation off. And what we started talking about, I gave the analogy about women and different calibers of men, because let's face it, some of us are a little bit, on a different social level than some of they call them dusties these days. So I used the analogy. I told KJ, I said, KJ, if you went into Louis Vuitton, you ladies love your handbags. If you go into Louis Vuitton and you spend $5,000 on the latest Louis Vuitton bag, and then you go find Shay, and Shay has that same bag, and you say, Shay, I paid $5,000 for this bag, and Shay say, I got the same bag, but I only had to pay $1,000 for it. And I asked KJ how she would feel if she found out that somebody else had to pay a lesser price than what she had to pay for the same thing. And that's the analogy I was using, comparing to men and women, because a lot of days in modern dating, let's just be real, bedroom fun is a big part of it. And a lot of times people are even having bedroom fun before they even go on a first date. You feel me? So that's the conversation tonight. Some women get to a good dude, good upstanding dude, maybe like myself or RJ. And our price is a little bit higher than what somebody else lesser had to pay. And that makes us men feel some type of way. And I think it makes the ladies feel some type of way too. So we're going to go around the room. And we're going to start with KJ. What you got for
Start
us?
with me.
I want to start with KJ because I want to start with you because you were the most vocal about what we were talking about.
So
So,
first of
what
all,
are your thoughts?
I feel your analogy about the Louis Vuitton. I just feel like it don't fit with this
Well,
because
go ahead.
no, it does not fit, KJ. No, not at all. It because of the fact of you're talking about something that's
Materialistic.
Correct. So, but then at the end of the day, like I said, if Shay has her bag that's cheaper, yeah, I might go to the store and inquire on that. But during that time she got her bag, maybe it was a sale or something. That's what I said. Maybe it was a sale or something. But then you were saying that
Things of value don't go on sale.
so does she have a knockoff?
No, it's the same bag, same bag.
I don't
But
think
you had
that
to pay,
fits.
but you had to pay a different price for it.
But you just said things of value don't go on sale. So why would you want anything less than what you got? Than what
That's what I'm
KJ
saying.
did?
So that's what I'm saying. It's the same bag. It's the same thing. But I put a higher price on you and put a lower price on somebody else. And then you go ahead, KJ.
So this how I feel. And I've said this before. The woman has realized in that state of her life that she has been through some things. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So now she has got to this point to where she feel like she is ready to mature and go to the next level in a different route because what has happened in the past obviously didn't work. She put the sex before everything else. So now she wants to see maybe if I put the sex, I don't want to say last, but don't put that in a priority. Maybe this will work this time around. I mean, are y'all following me?
I hear what you're saying, but you can't do that at the same time.
No, because y'all know when those type of feelings they are different and they can, have your mind a little delusional. Let's be real here, especially if it's is at the top.
Come on, we just talking.
Okay, if it's top notch, then she's gonna be thinking about that and not what she's looking for, which is a long-term relationship. Her husband,
because she falling in love with the sex.
She will settle if the sex is good. Yes, I agree.
So you have to get to know that person first. Let's start out. A lot of people don't date first. A lot of people don't truly get to know that person. And like I said, that starts off with walks in the park, conversation, get to know that person because true enough, a lot of people are married and they still don't know that person. All of their personalities or maybe their past that they're dealing with. It takes a lot to get to know that person. So if you put that on top of sex, I think that just misses the whole thing, the whole journey of that she's trying to get to her, which is her husband.
Shay, what do you have to say about it?
I mean, I guess that's the question. Are we looking for a long-term relationship or are we just looking for a fling?
Well, I say long-term relationship because the majority, especially if you're over 30, the majority of men want to get with somebody, and the majority of women want to be with somebody. No, it's not many people out there that just want to be single. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So yeah, for something long-term, if you're intentional and dating with a purpose.
Well, I agree with KJ because if you're looking for some long-term, then you need to be going in this trying to build a relationship or a friendship with that person, not going in it with the mindset of, oh, I want to have sex with this person because where your mind really at. Yeah. And like she said, that throws everything off. So if you're not building that bond or that connection with that person, then most likely y'all ain't going far.
Okay.
And each person have to be on the same page. Like one got one mindset of, oh, I'm just here to do what do, and the other one's looking for a long-term relationship and not really want to do all that. That ain't gonna work either.
Okay, so let me go to CB before I add another question. CB, what you got to add to the topic?
So I agree, but of course, in every conversation, there's always an alibi or the devil's advocate. Mm-hmm. I think that you should make them wait a little while, but of course, everything in life is involved around circumstances. I don't know if there's one situation that fits all people. So I'm thinking from that point of view that if it happens, it happens. I don't think that you should go into a relationship with that on your top to-do list or thing that you're looking for. But if you're with the right person and you both do have the same common interests and common goals in life, if it happens, it happens. So why would you make them wait if the time for that was right?
I like your style. That is a very good question. I like your style. CB just asked a really good question. Why would you put a time frame on it? You know, if you're really trying to get to know each other. But before we dig deeper, RJ, come on with it, man.
Nah, I just think like females think we if they make us wait or whatever, we'll view them a certain type of way. I think that's what it is. But it's kind of deeper for us men because I don't know. For me, I kind of judge you off your past a little bit because if you don't make other people wait, but you make me wait, I'm gonna feel some kind of way just off the bat. Like, nah, you was out there having fun with somebody else. Don't try to make me wait because you trying to impress me. Nah, be yourself. If that's who you are, then then do that. And if I'm with that, then we can do that. But if not, I just feel like it's fake. Like, nah, don't try and switch it up on me. If we gonna work, we gonna work. Don't come with the fake. I'm all holy this, all holy that now, because you're with me and you feel like you can see a life with me. Nah, don't try that. Be yourself.
So I got
That's
a
what I feel
question.
about it.
Why can't that just be growth? Why does that have to be being fake?
Oh, Shay, you just took the words out
I'm
my
just trying to
mind.
see. Because
It
if
could.
that person is trying to change and not be who she was in the past, because obviously her relationships didn't work from going in with that mindset or just spreading her legs, then if I'm talking to this guy, then and I want more, why would I go in there with the same mindset? Why would I just spread my legs? Like, you should feel, I guess, special that she don't want to just spread her legs and she want to get to know you and get somewhere with you.
That's how y'all females think. That's not
That's why
necessarily
I'm
how we
asking
think.
why.
Yeah.
Why can it be growth instead of
It
being
it
fake?
it could be, but it's just not how we think. Like it's just that we're wired to think of things differently. I can see your point where you're coming from, but my thing is, so let's dig a little deeper than that. I think our previous generations failed us because why are we even having this conversation about women learning themselves and going through trials and tribulations? I don't even think this should be a conversation. I think this should have happened with our parents. If we're being honest, these conversations should have happened. Like, okay, baby, value yourself. Don't just go out here indiscriminate sex, fooling around, getting hurt, and then putting all that hurt on the next man because he don't deserve that. Now you walking around with your guard up, dealing with a good man. He could really be a good man, but you bringing that baggage on to the next relationship, saying, "Oh, I'm trying to figure it out." Nah, don't do me like that. Be yourself. If that's who you are, then be yourself. I understand the growth aspect of it, but I feel like we can grow together. You know what I'm saying? If sex comes up, which it obviously does because we are grown, don't just fight the urge because you're trying to grow or whatever. You can still grow because sex isn't the end all be all. If you generally like genuinely like someone, that you're gonna like them regardless of the sex or not. I think I'm 31. I had my fun or whatever, so it's like it's an end all be all. If I really like someone, we can work past it and we can grow together. I just think making someone wait, but in the past you weren't doing that. To me, I feel like it's a little silly. Don't do me like that.
So I got something to add to you, RJ. I
Mm-hmm.
agree with that. If it happens, it happens. However, let's say that you don't know her past. Would a man automatically assume or have a bad perception on a woman if she does give it up pretty soon?
Oh yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
So you would feel some type of way about it, but you're also saying she shouldn't hold it back.
No, what I'm saying, I wouldn't feel the type of way about it, but I would be like, what's going on here, right? But what I'm saying is, if that's what you did in the past, if that's who you are, Don't try to change it up. I'm gonna look at you a certain different kind of way anyway, because if that's what you've been doing all your life, you probably, I just look at it like that. It's kind of weird, but it's like, if that's what you did, don't try to change it up on me, because either way, I'm gonna look at you a certain kind of way, because like I said in the beginning, I kind of judge you on your past. If this is gonna be my wife and someone who, my kids come through, we gotta have those conversations. I can't just be out here with a 304.
Right, right.
It just is what it is, man. And I think that men don't be upfront with women about how we view them, because we probably really do like them, but that stuff really does come up, and it's like, you could call it childish or whatever, but that's just how men think. Like, we really gonna judge, and I'm pretty sure y'all probably, I don't know, females probably don't judge us off our past, or they probably, y'all might do, but a different way. But the way I look at it is like, I'm gonna judge you off of it.
But like she said, you don't know her past though.
But at some point, it's gonna come up. We're gonna have those deep conversations. We're gonna be talking about when I was in first grade, when I was in ninth grade, this happened. When I was in college, this happened. And then I'm gonna kind of look at you a different kind of way. But like I say, it's a lot of things that go into that. So I might overlook those things if I really, really like you and I really want to work, right? And I see value in you. I might just look past it, but I'm not gonna say I don't look at you a certain type of way. That'll be me lying. But if I can see myself building a family with you, then we can get past that. But and then I might just get jealous out the blue, like, man, you ain't doing this with me, but you did it. That's just us men, man. Our ego. I don't think we are honest enough as men. Our egos are real fragile, right? And I think this is across the board.
If she gives it too soon, you have a negative perception on her from the beginning.
Not necessarily. Not yes and no.
I mean, yeah, it just depends. It's not like a
yes in the fact that you can tell how a female moves and how she carry herself, by the second date. You know what I'm saying? So you can tell if somebody used to busting it wide open, and if somebody usually don't do something like that. You know what I'm saying? And then RJ, he made some very, very good points, and it has a lot to do with the male ego. And guys like us, we got to work hard to get what we are, and we work hard to have what we have. And you're gonna let a lesser of a man, give a lesser of a man access to your body in that way, but you come to me and tell me I have to pay a higher price,
right?
And we looking around like, really? And then a lot of people need to start exercising sex discipline as well. But a man is not going into the situation thinking that this girl got a V card. You know what I'm saying? How many people actually are virgins past 18, 19 these days? And then in a lot of cases, even younger than that. So, you might not be out here busting it wide open. Might not know anything about your past up front, but we know you got some kind of past, you know what I'm saying? Because everybody does. And then here's another point that RJ said, people out here, you have your fun, hot girl, summer, whatever, and do whatever you want to do. And then you get to
want to come to me. Like,
right. Nah. Then you want to come to me. Now, all of a sudden, I want to wait till marriage.
That's because you mean more to her.
No, no. This is what an argument starts to break down. If somebody means more to you, then wouldn't you think that sex would be something higher? See, the problem is that everybody's downgraded sex so much to where it's just something casual. Because like I said earlier, a lot of people are even having bedroom fun before they even go on the first date now.
That's what I'm saying. So that's all it is, though. But if she's trying to build with a person, then she ain't gonna just be throwing herself out.
Don't you think that's backwards, though?
Well,
think
I
that's
think
kind
it
of
No,
goes
left.
because
back
whoever she's
to
sleeping with don't mean nothing to him. So she just doing it because, like you said, it's all fun and games.
But don't. But is that not backwards? Somebody you just want to. So what you're telling me is that it's
there,
somebody you like, but you gonna let somebody else, maybe even a lesser man, scratch your itch? Why
so
no,
you
I'm
do
saying
that?
there's
The
no emotional
holiest of
connection. That's
holiest
what I'm
on a
saying.
woman. You
I
giving
think
it
it
up to
goes back
anybody.
to what KJ was saying with maturity. As you mature, your likes and the way that you carry yourself changes. And that's even in small things. Like I don't do now what I did 2 years ago, not even sex related. And then it also has a part to do with what Shay says. I think maybe we just all agree because we're females. If you're looking for more in a particular man, I mean, that's like someone who has an everyday car and then they have their sports car. Do you drive that sports car to work every day? Do you wash and wax your everyday car like you do your sports car? No, because you have more respect for that sports car, that trophy, or whatever it may be.
I
Let
like
me
it.
let me stop
Sometimes
you
when
right there.
she waits,
Let me stop you right there. Let me tell
okay,
you what the difference between that sports car and then that everyday car. He doesn't care much about the everyday car because it has more miles on it.
Hmm.
And then ladies get more miles on them, and then they want to get to the new guy, and then want to become that sports car, but you already got the miles on you.
I
but
think she was
you
saying like the
knew that
guys
because you
of the
said
car.
hardly none of us go into a relationship with a V card. So I
Yeah,
kind of
that's
think
true.
that focusing on the past can be too much. Like I think at some point you gotta throw that out the window.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. And here's another thing too that I wanted to point out and bring up about this. Dating in the modern times is expensive, and you have to get creative not to go into your pockets too deep. Now, if you digging somebody, how many dates should you wait, or how long should you wait to make it something serious? Or now this is both of y'all, on the same page, y'all digging each other. How many dates should you make a man wait? We'll start with you, KB. Not KJ. My bad.
Yeah. Okay. So how many dates should you go on before
Yeah,
you
how many dates? And if it's not like how many dates, like put a timestamp on it. How long?
I don't think there should be a time frame on dating. It's just it's
No,
gonna
but
flow naturally. Is that what
before
you're
the
saying?
bedroom fun.
I don't think it should be a time step on it. I think
Okay.
it should just flow naturally, but I don't think it should be in the beginning. I really don't.
Hmm.
And
And
then
what?
as far as dating don't have to be expensive or cost any kind of money. And that's what make it a little bit more intimate when it's a lot of thought put into those dates. Whereas I could just take anybody to the restaurant. That's easy to me. Take me to the
Mhm.
restaurant. Because us females we can take ourselves. But how about taking me on a picnic to the park? You know, just like back in the day, getting a picnic basket, having some snacks here and there. Let's sit down and talk.
Mhm. Now, do you think the majority of modern women think the way you think?
No, I know that. I know that for sure. No. Mm-mm.
And
And
I
because I know
mean,
in today's world, it's all about the money, which
yeah,
is to
and
me
that's
the
what I'm
wrong.
saying. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. The picnics and stuff sound good, but how many females are gonna be down with that, especially on the first date or the second date?
It's flying around my food. Why you brought me out here?
Yeah, it's hot.
It's hot.
Mosquitoes, like, you know what I'm saying?
And
How
then
You
when
many?
too
you go
country.
when you go into that conversation, let's talk about the marriage and divorce rate.
Yeah, exactly. The marriage rate is going down and the divorce rate is going up. And the majority of the times it's because of finances. And the majority of the time, women are leaving the relationships too.
Mhm.
Men are not filing for divorce. Women are. 7
But
out of
I
10
believe,
divorces. Go
I'm
ahead.
sorry. I believe
Uh,
how you start is what's gonna be the expectation. If you start with all these flashy restaurant dates, that's what she gonna expect because you've been doing that from the beginning. But if you start out, I mean, and maybe that won't attract the right one. Maybe I'm just talking about a specific. I don't know, the 1% maybe. What you think,
mm,
RJ?
Man, I think because dating today, like females could go on like 8 dates a week,
mhm.
and you competing with all these other guys. So it's
Right.
like if these other guys are taking y'all on, yachts or whatever, and I come along and I'm this old dirty, country guy who like to get his hands dirty, who work hard for a living,
Yeah.
and could, just be wanting to chill on the weekend. Maybe watch a movie. We ain't got to do nothing sexual. Just watch a movie, talk, get to know each other. You might overlook me because you are used or been introduced to these guys, and you gonna overlook me. So it's like at some level we got to compete because it's like this whole dating, new era dating is like
Mm-hmm.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, that's because we live in a society of likes,
yeah,
popularity. How many likes
Mm-hmm.
can my picture get? How many
yeah.
women, men probably too, but I can't speak for men because I'm not one. They're looking for the men, the popularity versus the relationship.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So of course she's gonna be on different dates with many men because she's looking for the likes. She is trying to find all of those different guys to place the value in herself. That's the world we live in now. If one of my pictures gets 50 likes, the next one I post when it gets 30, I'm trying to compare them to figure out, oh wow, why this one get 50 and this one only got 30. And
Yeah.
that's honestly how it is.
Yeah, I agree with you right there, CB. And another thing too, like you said about the social media, people have the world literally at their fingertips now.
The
You know what
instant
I'm saying?
gratification.
Yeah, right. And then like whereas back in the day you were only competing with the guys that were on your block,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I'm saying, in your neighborhood. Now you dealing with guys that's across the country, you know what I'm saying, they can fly
Oh
you
yeah.
out. You know
Oh
what I'm
yeah.
saying? And then on top of that, you got the Cardi B and the Megan Thee Stallion country. I know a lot of folks don't like me to talk about that, but I mean, come on, and that's what's shaping this generation, and
Mhm.
it's messed up. And then going back to the original thing, what I started off with, it is not it is not conducive to modern relationships, especially dealing with men, to where you know that that lady has dealt with a lesser of a man in the past, and then now all of a sudden she holding you to a higher standard, and you might have full intention of making it work. You might have full intention of making it long term, but all of that, putting a timestamp on it and not just being natural
Yeah.
and letting it flow. I mean that's problematic because again, men are just absolutely wired different. Now, let me throw this aspect in there, and Shay, you can jump in here if you got something you want to add. Let me throw this aspect in there.
Hey, but before you do that thought, I'm gonna throw this out there. Men are
Go ahead.
also naturally competitive. I know women are too, but men more so. I think it's just in us to want to compete or to see or want to see how we stack up against the competition. So like he was saying, if a lesser you value me higher and a lesser man had way more access to you than me, then I'm gonna feel some kind of way because in my mind I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Why am I not? I just think we look at it differently. And women looking at it from this way, we looking at it from this way.
Well, I
Uh,
think the comes in with
What's
both.
up, Chantel? Chantel's in the building. What's
what's
up?
going on?
Go ahead, Shay.
I think competition comes in with both men and women. Like we all competing.
Mhm.
Yeah, and we see, and this is the thing about competing. You know, and part of the problem is everything is so sexualized to where sex don't mean nothing to a lot of people. But if you're competing and you know it's a lesser of a man out there that got access to your body, like, but you won't give the man that you like access to your, that don't make sense. Like that just boggles my mind. Like it's backwards. Y'all don't think that's backwards?
They don't look at it like that, man. That's why I say we're looking at it from two different ends of the spectrum, looking at each other, and it's like,
right, because we're looking at it like, okay, this woman want to be a better person than what she was. Y'all looking at it like, nah, you gave it up to him, give it up to me. But
at
like
some point, she starts respecting herself. Versus in the beginning, she wasn't respecting herself. She has learned respect over time, and self-respect is most important. And eventually, she's learned that. So
it should have been the.
Now, look.
It should have been RJ, but
you been the person.
We all are young and dumb at some. We all are young and dumb.
And that's always an excuse, but at the same time, who picked them?
Well,
who picked them?
Okay, so y'all are saying that, but then RJ also agreed with me earlier that if she gives it up too soon, he's gonna feel some type of way about that too.
So let me clarify.
So you can't have your cake.
No,
let me get too, so to speak.
Let me clarify. When I say too soon, I'm thinking like a first date type of thing. Like I'm just meeting you, and it's like I'm already in your guts. I'm like, whoa, something going on. It's cool, like we having fun, but it's like, nah, I can't really. You can't be my wife. But if it's just like,
2 weeks.
Yeah, if it's 2 weeks, 3 weeks, I'm not gonna look at you like that. I'm like, okay, she didn't give it up.
Yeah,
she didn't give it up on the first night. I'm like, okay, she might not be that type of person. That's what I say. That's what I was thinking when you said too soon was like the first night type of thing. Then I'm gonna look at you like, whoa.
Yeah, but okay, so check this out. But what if y'all had been, texting, talking, get to knowing each other or whatever, FaceTiming, and then the first time y'all meet? What about that? Is that different?
I think you built a little relationship by then. Y'all got to know each other.
When you were in a relationship, were you with? I mean, what necessarily says a relationship? Does an in-person date have to be in a relationship, or what if it's a long distance relationship and you?
Yeah. I think that's a little different.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Is it different? And I would beg to differ that it is. But another thing too, if it's a situation to where ladies put a time frame on it, okay, you ladies expect men to pay for the dates, right? And if a man,
no.
I think
what?
Relationship
but that's y'all though.
A two people thing.
That's you guys.
Yeah,
this is us in our mature days.
Right.
Mature
days. I get it. Yeah. I understand, but that's not the dating market right now.
Nah.
Yeah, that's definitely not the dating market right now.
Not even a little bit, man. And then, and if it's like that, if it's a guy you like and you gonna, let's say, make him wait 90 days, ladies should pay for all the dates then.
JD,
why you laugh? Why you laugh, KJ?
So if you're saying that, JD, then that makes me say you're only in it to get it.
Yeah,
that's not true.
No. Yes, so if she's giving it to you, but you're saying she's got to pay for the dates, then that's what you're in it for. I don't think there could be anything else that you're looking for. If that's if you make that statement on that one, what you just said.
Well, I mean, look, yeah, right. Yeah, that's Steve Harvey. I don't rock with that dude. But anyway, so here's the thing, and the way men think about it. Dates are like I said, in today's dating market, dates are expensive. And then if you're dating, dating around or dating more than one lady, it can really get expensive. You know what I'm saying? And let's just be real. If a guy is digging you, you know what I'm saying, and really digging you, he's gonna want something back in return. You know what I'm saying?
But no. Mm-mm. But
But
here's my
are you
question
willing to
though. I
pay
have
for
a
some of the
question.
dates though?
I have a question.
Yeah, come on.
Do you all think that a man's ego is stopping him from allowing growth or allowing, a woman to mature? Because let's be real, we can't all still be acting the way we were in our 20s and our 30s and mid and late 30s. Come on now.
Mm-hmm.
Because
But
somebody brought up ego earlier. So is that what's stopping a man from seeing a woman's growth or a woman wanting to evolve?
no, I wouldn't say that. And like RJ said, we can grow together. Cause I'm not your Pookie and your Ray Ray when you get to me. You know what I'm saying?
And
I'm not the Dusties, but when it comes to me, you know what I'm saying? But I know for a fact it happened to me. This lady was in her mid to late 30s, and at the time, she was a couple of years older than me at the time. But and then on top of that, I found out that she used to talk to somebody that we used to work with and got the little skilo or whatever, right? And then she get to me, I want to wait till marriage.
ooh, she would have been
Uh,
headlong
and,
out the
and,
door.
and I want to be married this year.
Man, get out of
This
there.
year, Chantel said, I agree with JD because some women use men for their wallets and men use women for their lady parts. That's absolutely true. In the dating market, I mean, you got to take me here, you got to take me there, you got to da 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 da. Get and let me back up. Let me finish the first story I started telling. Get with me, right? And just 3 months ago, I know you was with the dude from around the corner.
But why
But
are
now
you in
all of
her
us,
past? Like, why are you that's just like you judging
because
her
all of us that
by her past.
growth don't happen that quick. I'm sorry.
But I
So
understand.
a couple of months prior, whatever. But now you meet me. I want to wait till marriage. I want to do stuff differently now. But 2 months ago, that's what I'm saying. Ain't not even a whole 90 days. Mm-hmm.
And
Come
she's
on.
I just
and
don't
she's
feel like
single.
you're allowing growth. I just don't.
What
I,
what were you saying, Shay?
I
yeah.
said, and she's currently single. So 3 months ago, it didn't work out. So now she try something different. What's
Period.
But she can't change the way that she act. Well, I think we putting y'all looking at sex like that's the only growth that you can make, or maybe not, but that's what we're focusing on because that's the conversation. But I
Mm-hmm.
think it's more than sex, that areas that you can grow in as far as like holding out on sex. Nah, you mature in the way you think, you mature in your decision making, stuff like that. Those are natural maturations that we go through. And I think we're harping on sex, right? Because it's the conversation. But I think it's bigger than that. I don't think it's just about sex as far as growth. Of course, we want you to grow. But at the end of the day, I got an itch that need to be scratched. And you do too. Don't make me wait because you want to impress me. Like I say, if you been that way your whole life, don't try to change to impress me. Be real with me. Like, and y'all keep saying, no, that's the growth in me. But it's like, come on, man. You gonna use me to try and grow?
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
maybe she's thinking if he can just put his hand in the cookie jar, he's not going to buy the cookie jar. So maybe she just gets to a point where she's like, you know what? I'm going to make him buy the cookie jar. Then he can put his hand in the cookie jar.
But that's not it though.
But
What's
how is
wrong
Me,
with
that not
her?
it, RJ? If
because
that's what you all are thinking to, like you're thinking about your itch in the beginning, and
Right.
she's
no,
not entering thinking about an itch.
So
She
that's what I
entering thinking
not
said when
about
I asked JD, are
overall.
you in it for the sex or
Right.
what?
but
I
not
mean,
necessarily.
not necessarily. You know what
Y'all
I'm
double
saying?
back. Y'all double back.
Okay, so
Go
Chantel
ahead.
said, "I see where you're coming from. It's like you're getting used goods, especially from a lesser of a person." You know what I'm saying? That's the whole thing. But it's not necessarily that you're in it just for the sex. But honestly, men want to have sex. You know what I'm saying? Everybody does. Everybody wants some bedroom fun. You know what I'm saying? And if we having a conversation up front and the vibe is, whatever, and everything is going toward that direction, and I'm like, in my mind, I'm gonna deal with you after this. I think a lot of females are afraid of the hit it and quit it. You know what I'm saying? And I get it. I understand. But when you rocking with somebody that's of a higher vibration, I mean, I don't think you should. Going with the flow is one thing, but I don't think you should make somebody pay a higher price, especially if he's a higher level of a man. And then on top of that, check this out, Chantel over there laughing. I heard, y'all be real. A lot of people have a roster. You know what I'm saying? And whether a lot of you single ladies want to admit it or not, a lot of y'all got a roster. And somebody even said, I'm not going to say no names, but somebody even said you can have this person over here to get your itch scratched while you dealing with this person over here and you really like that person, but you're not letting them scratch the itch.
I don't know about all that.
Somebody said it. It wasn't you. I ain't gonna say no names.
They going into the situation opposite from what the overall goal is. If a woman know up front, like she won't learn long term, up front period. I don't think she should be scratching and itching somewhere else now, whatever y'all saying.
Yeah,
get your itch scratched over there.
So let me ask this. So you got a scratch that need to be itched, right? Before you met this woman, who was scratching your itch? Y'all making it seem like y'all just can't go without it.
It might be Palmelina here, but we might want to run a thing.
You can do it yourself.
Yeah,
but now we got a full blown woman in front of us now, though. Why would I continue to? No, what? But see, I think so. Look, getting back to that other topic, what you say, because you want the other person to watch.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, is that y'all might not think this that way, but a lot of people think that way. I don't like this dude, but I'm gonna have him over here and give him access to my body, while this dude over here that I really like and see something long term with, I'm not gonna let him scratch the edge. And I'm even if we rocking and flowing in that direction, then I'm not gonna do it.
But I think maybe you should have had someone that's maybe in, I don't know, in this
maybe
generation.
You should have had some
because
non-mature women to join.
I think we are much the mature.
Yes.
Not saying we old, but I'm saying I think we're old school as far as the dating world and all that stuff. I really do.
Yes.
And y'all Southern too, It's brought up a little different.
That is true. That is true. And I'm not gonna say the person name because they're not here to defend themselves. But that's a lot of women think that way. I'm gonna have this dude for this, and I like him, and I'm gonna keep him around. And this the one, like Chantel, I want to wife up.
Go ahead, say the name, JD.
I ain't gonna say the name. That person ain't here. It's a female. I'm not gonna say the name, but that person ain't here to defend themselves.
I bet you won't.
So I don't think that, and maybe that female is, but I don't. I mean, that's too stressful. That's
too stressful. Yes,
that's too much. That's. I'm exhausted in my everyday life. That is way too much to keep up with.
I mean, I feel you. I agree. However, in the modern dating world, that's how it is. I'd say, I was gonna say, it's women in their 40s that think the same way, honestly, and that's why a lot of them are still single. To be honest with you, and I think that sometimes a lot of women let good guys go away because of this stigma. they like them so much that they have a guard up. And you know what? That brings me to this point. I got something else I want to bring on the screen. Chantel said the sexual, exactly. The sexual liberty. I'm glad she said that.
Even though sex isn't everything, but to some people, it's important. It's an important part of the relationship.
Yeah, it is.
What if she's afraid that that won't be good? So she does enjoy the time and the talks and the getting to know them, but she's like, I don't know if I should go there because if it's not good, she might not stay with it.
Okay. So I'm glad you said that too. Women usually judge men on what two things?
What, that feet?
yeah, they feet, KJ. Women judge men on what two things?
I don't know if I can narrow it down to two, JD.
I can narrow it down to the two basics. The two basics are the wallet and the bedroom fun. And it could be, you know, we can flip the roles. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like I said, it's a big part of it, and people want to test drive what they potentially about to buy, right? And I also happen to know that, and I've heard some of you ladies talk, so I'm not gonna put it past you. A lot of you ladies will disqualify a man. He could check every block except that bedroom fun block, and y'all gonna kick him to the curb. Tell me when I'm lying.
You mean before she even tries it or afterwards?
Afterwards, if it's trash.
So would you not do the same?
Right.
Nah, it's different for men.
Nope. There are women that don't have a good pocketbook down there neither. So don't tell me you
Not
gonna
the
come around
not
down.
the pocketbook. Now
Or if
we
the pocketbook ain't right and it just
we
you
will
not
get.
telling me that the man gonna be like
You would want to go find a goody good.
Look,
Why?
but we will give y'all multiple chances though.
But that's
Y'all
what
not gonna
they
get.
come in at where you're thinking just sex.
I think that she would give him multiple chances because honestly, I think that it gets better in time as you know that person and grow with that person.
Mm-hmm.
I really think that sex becomes better. So I don't think it's just a one and done, but sometimes is it disturbing when it's not so good? Like, yeah, oh, dang, I shouldn't have done that.
But
But
she can teach him now.
But
He's
see,
a nice
if
guy,
that's the
but
and that's what I'm saying. He could check every block except that one. And what you gonna do? Say it again, CB. What you gonna do?
yeah, I mean, we're gonna first try some things, and
But see, that's what I'm saying. That's something that automatically has you on the rocks. Whereas it was solid at first. Now, if it ain't so good, now you on the rocks a little bit. So I'm not saying it's like that all the time, but what if you get 6-7 months down the road, then you realize it's trash? Look, and then I'm in my 30s. I ain't got time like that to be wasting. Well, actually, I do. It's a little bit different for me.
I think that, like I said, if the communication is good in the beginning, that should be something that y'all can talk through. And then, like I said, you can teach, you can introduce to some new things. I mean, I'm just saying, if she ain't on your level, you can introduce her to new things, and maybe it's something that she hadn't been exposed to before. You never know.
Touche. And that's why I say it's different for women, because men are willing to work with you a little bit more. But for you ladies, if the man's game is trash, come on now.
I think there's certain women though, for real, because I think a man can be taught to.
Don't tell me no. No, don't tell me.
Perhaps be, and that's where it comes in too. women expect men to be experienced and know what they're doing, and don't have to teach them.
So just think about it. If that connection was built within them 6 months, I feel like that's something a person could get past because you
Yeah.
have a stronger connection than in the beginning.
What I missed? So
So
you saying wait 6 months? Is that
no,
what I
he
heard?
stayed at 6 months. He was like 6 months
Oh,
in, then when you finally get it, it's trash. But it's not gonna be the same as it was when you first met this person.
Yeah. It's
Because now
better with
y'all
the connection.
friends, y'all
Yeah.
probably got emotions for each other.
Mhm.
Like I just feel like it'll be different.
It's better.
for
Committed,
men,
right?
for men, I think it boils down to this: if we like you, we like you. If we don't, we don't. I think we're real simple. And I think y'all look at us, y'all put too much on us. If we genuinely like you, we're gonna like you, whether the sex is good or not. Because honestly, if a female is not as experienced as I am, I'm gonna look at that as a good thing. It's like, okay, I might got
Right.
me
And you gonna teach her,
right. So it's
right?
like I think that if a man just genuinely likes you, he's gonna put in that work and he's gonna show you. I don't think it has nothing to do with sex, whether
Right.
it's
So
three
that's
three
six
weeks or
months.
4 weeks.
And
So I
JD said
think we
it's
talking about the
trash.
same thing, though. We're saying the same
You
thing.
agreeing with us while JD saying
Yeah,
the opposite.
yeah.
As far as what?
As
If
far
a
I'm
as
sorry.
man likes you, they like
Yeah,
you regardless of the sex. But
but
he's saying if it's
right
6 months in, the sex trash, he trying to kick you to the curb.
because you made me wait. Nah, that's something different. You made me
No,
wait 6 months for this. For this,
well,
RJ,
if you
no,
stayed there 6 months, you like something about her.
I'm not
You
staying there for
like
six
it.
months.
You
You
just said if
childish.
you like her,
No,
you like her.
right, but
So why you stay for six
if
months?
everything is on the table, right? If everything is on the table, everything is all out there. If I like you, I like you, regardless of it's not as good or the best I ever had. I actually like that a little bit more. Okay, well, I can work with it. We can grow a little bit. But if it's like you made me wait for 6 months for this, it's like what? Are you serious? Come on,
okay,
man.
Right.
Nah, but that's the way we think. It's like, come on, man. I feel played now. It's like what? And then it's like, okay, I really do like this chick. Well, really did sit up, and then I'm gonna feel played. It's like you really did sit up here and made me wait 6 months for this. It's like
I
you
Mhm.
really.
think we're thinking different because it's like if we get into that situation, we like, okay, maybe, okay, he cool and we got to know each other. Maybe I can teach him some stuff. And
Man.
I mean, CB, what you think? I don't think we think like you made me wait for this. I think we like,
So I kind of gotta agree with the men on this one.
Yeah.
I don't think that there's a wait time, but I think if I wait for a long time and then I get it and it's lame, in my
Man.
mind, I'm gonna be like, "Oh, RJ, what?"
Mhm.
So yes, I then can tell myself, "Okay, teach you some things, try this, try that," but I think you can only teach so much. Like it's just you got it or you don't got it. But I would be upset after 6 months and it's not up to par.
But I think if I see value in you and I don't know, 6 months is kind of crazy to me. But if I see value in you, like I can see you as someone who, my kids come through and you're a mother to my kids, that value, or you add, that type of value to my life, then we can work around it. But 6 months is crazy. And then it's trash. It's like, and then I'm gonna be serious. It's like within those 6 months, I probably be to find somebody else. But it's like I'm just keeping you around just because I don't want to hurt your feelings. That's
oh my
probably gonna
god,
be it.
That's true too.
So
And
JD, I missed your conversation, the original conversation that
yeah.
sparked this conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And I know that all circumstances are different and we can everything circumstantial, of course, well, this or that, or okay in this situation. But if you had to give an answer to your question tonight, what is your answer, JD? How long should you wait?
My answer is this. If you are really digging each other and both of you are dating with the purpose and dating with intention and everything seems to be lining up and everything seems to be on the up and up, you spend the time together, went on a few dates, you come to my crib, I come to your crib. And here's another thing too. The effort that a man is putting in, he's looking for some reciprocity. Because if a man keeps putting in and putting in, keeps spending money on dates, spending money on dates, spending money on this and that, and then you're not even reciprocating and offering to cook him a meal, then I mean you're gonna get booted to the curb. But if everybody is on the same page, I would say a month and a half is a good number. And that's for bedroom fun, to be in at least, I'm not gonna say committed, but at least say, at this point, okay, after 6 weeks, at this point, okay, I'm digging you, you digging me, we're on the same page, let's be exclusive. That's my answer. Do y'all think that's fair?
I don't think it should be a time frame on it. That's just me.
I don't think it should be a time frame on it either. But by the time you get to 6 months, I mean not 6 months, 6 weeks, I mean you should know. That's tops. Honestly. You should know by 6 weeks whether or not, you digging this person, they got a high vibration or a low vibration, or somebody I don't want to deal with. You know what I'm saying? Do y'all think that's fair? I think that's fair. RJ, you think that's fair?
No.
You said no?
No, I said yeah.
Yeah. Okay. CB, you think that's fair?
I think so. Yeah, I don't think there's a time, but definitely if you're connected to somebody by 4 to 6 weeks.
Right. And then another thing too, this is really, 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 really big with let me do this. CB, for you to deal with a man, hang on. Chantel said, yeah,
Wait,
6
first
weeks.
we gotta ask Shay, does she think it's fair?
Shay, what you think? Do you think 6 weeks is fair? Around. Chantel says 6 weeks is enough time to vet someone.
I do think it's fair. I just don't think that a man should expect it from a woman, and that was the topic at hand. Like, a man go to a relationship expecting sex from a woman if she's wanting to wait. I don't think there's a time frame, like y'all said. If the connection is there, if you want to give it to him or not.
Okay. But do you think that most women that say they want to wait, would you say that most women are playing games? Because again, I mean, 4 to 6 weeks,
the person talking to would only be able to pick that up. Like, there are women that are wanting to wait, but only the man would know that if they are being honest about it just by their actions and their.
Okay. That's fair. So without getting too specific in details about how the conversation came up when all of us were around the water cooler talking, I've come to find out that a lot of times women say one thing, but they really mean another. And here's what I mean. If a lady is coming to me and off the rip, let me know, hey, you know what? I want to do things different. I see something with you. I really want to wait. You know what I'm saying? I ain't made these other dudes wait, but with you, I really want to wait. And I hope you can get down with that. Oh yeah, baby, I can get down with that. Okay, cool. Do you like the color bra I got on? How do you go from you wanting to wait, now you want to show your bra strap and your bra and what your undergarments?
I think, okay,
crickets.
This might be two different type of people now. You may have that woman over there that just really playing with you. Then you may have that woman on the other hand that she just trying to scope you out and see what type of dude you are, and trying to give you a test and see. Okay, if I told him I'm gonna wait, I'm about to see his reaction. And
don't test me, I'm gonna fail.
Right, and I think that if he fails, I think that she's going to be like, oh, he just like all them other dudes I've been with.
Yeah.
But I think that if he don't, right, temptation, if he
Will
don't
he
fall into
respect?
that
Yep.
temptation, she gonna have a higher respect for him and say, okay, he
Yes.
different. And
He
when that
doesn't
time
mind.
finally do come, oh, she gonna give him the business because he different.
Hunty.
I think that's highly unfair.
Don't play no games with me, man. I don't now.
Right.
Don't play
That's
no games with
to
me,
me.
man.
That's playing games.
But see, that's
That
why I
is
said
so not fair.
that's
Men
really just
are wired different. You know what I'm
I
saying?
mean it way different. No, I don't know, man.
Yeah,
Especially
I don't
like,
think that's fair.
man,
Yeah,
yep.
yeah.
We
They
did
need to
say
be left
that.
alone.
Leave
Yeah.
alone. Yep, Chantel. Leave alone. Cause I mean, yeah, you need to say one thing and mean it. Just don't. I
yeah.
mean, my gosh.
Right, right. Just like I saw yeah, those mind games are juvenile,
Mm-hmm.
definitely. Um Matter of fact, it was this one catch channel that I was watching earlier in the week, and some chick's post went viral or something because she told the guy that she wasn't ready for a relationship, and I don't know how far along they had got, you know, into dating or talking or whatever. But you know, she said she didn't want a relationship. She wasn't ready for a relationship, and he was like, "Okay, I had fun. I hope you did too. Deuces." And he blocked her, and she got
Oh,
mad.
you
And
talking
she
about the
got
one
mad.
he flew her out? Is
No,
that
no,
oh
not
that's
that
something else?
one.
Oh,
No,
okay.
there's something else. I know who you talking about though. I heard
Yeah.
about that, but he blocked her, and then she got mad because she got blocked. And that's what I'm like. A lot of dudes now in 2021 ain't putting up with the games. And then I've even had a situation where a lady told me that she needed a break, and I was like, okay, and got mad at me because I didn't
Yeah.
fall into the game. So I mean, if you think that it's a possibility, if you gonna test him and you think it's a possibility that he could fail the test, then why test him? Especially
Yeah.
if you just had that conversation. You know
Mm-mm.
what I'm saying? You saying one thing, but you showing me another thing, and that's not, to me. That's not fair. Some women want, yeah, exactly. Some women want men to chase them. And another thing that I'm trying to point out too is that it needs to be reciprocated. Maybe not on the same level, on a different level, whatever that might be. But men are definitely looking for their effort to be reciprocated in some way, shape, form, or fashion. Now,
But I don't think
do
they
y'all
should
think
make
that's
them
fair?
chase like that. I don't think they should make them chase like that. My gosh. Say what
Yeah.
you mean and mean what you say now. Because once that
Hmm.
block get put on, like whoever that was, that's what you. And I see that part from a man perspective. That's what you want. Because 9 times out of 10, now, man, no, they ain't playing them games. That's what you told
Hmm.
me.
Right.
Man, I'm not
See?
even gonna block you. I'm just not gonna respond to you. I'm gonna let you keep following me on all social medias, and then I'm gonna keep posting stuff to make you realize that hey, I might have fumbled the ball with this one. It's like, nah, don't
Mhm.
play those type of games with me. Nah, no, man. I just think I look at it way different. It's like if like it all boils down to if I like you, I like you. If I don't, I don't. And if you make me wait, if you don't make me wait, if I really like you, I'm gonna really like you. It just
Mhm.
is what it is. And then it's like to me, right? All those prior relationships or situationships that a woman had before me, those men just didn't like them like that. Or maybe it was vice versa. The woman didn't like him. Whatever the situation was, they separated. They didn't work out or whatever. And I don't think the women should look at it like maybe I'm doing something wrong because 9 times out of 10, y'all aren't really doing anything wrong. It's the men who really don't be knowing what they want or just don't really like you like that. I don't think it falls back on you guys, right? So if you attract the type of man that really likes you, he's just gonna like you. I think it's just that simple. I don't think it has anything to do with what y'all guys do. I don't think whether you're a different type of person, it's gonna change his mindset. If he really likes you, he's just gonna really like you. So
So,
this is my take on it.
Shay and CB, will y'all agree with me when saying, did RJ just agree with us?
He did. All this talk, and he did.
Basically.
Basically, he
How?
just
Did
Appreciate
agreed.
y'all
that.
not?
Yeah,
Did y'all
I
not
don't.
hear what he just said?
Everything we were
How?
saying.
How though?
But y'all overlooking the aspect of y'all saying I'm gonna try this different. I literally just said it doesn't matter what you do. If I really like you, I'm gonna like you. So you don't have to be different with me. You can be the same person. If I like you, I'm gonna just like you. If I don't, I don't. It's just that simple. You ain't gotta change it
Right.
up. You ain't gotta, oh, I want to mature with you. No, be yourself. If I like you, I like you. It's just that's what it boils down to. I think you may think I'm agreeing with you guys, but I'm not, because you guys are saying that I'm gonna try this different with you, and it's like, no, don't do something different with me. Be yourself, and if that maturation occurs with me, then it happens. But don't try to change what you know. You who is that, man?
Big bars.
Trifling. I was like, who is that?
That's me, man.
That's
But
you?
nah, right?
Yeah.
So it's like, don't change yourself to try and impress me, because I'm gonna look at you like you're a goofy. Like, no, don't. No, what are you
So
doing? Like,
maybe
be
she's
yourself.
not doing it for you. Maybe you
What
just
other
met
reason?
her at that stage in her life where she's decided I'm mature, I'm different, and you just happen to be the next one that comes along. So
So
maybe it's
so to
not
be
that she's
anyone.
being fake or doing it for you. Maybe you just met her at that time in her life where
Well, I'm
she
gonna just
has
dismiss
matured
myself.
and she has, like, okay, this ain't gonna be no first night, second night, third night kind of thing.
Nah, I get that. I'm with y'all with that. I understand that.
All right,
Right.
RJ.
That's what
Okay.
didn't work in the past. So she like, if I've been doing this up front all this time, it didn't work. See, now you want to try. Let me change it up to see if it works.
Of course, the
And it
first
just
night.
happened to be RJ who fell in the line next and not JD.
Nah, because if you playing games with me and you making me wait. Cause look, all right. So me personally, right? If I was single, if we get to that situation, it could be 2 weeks. It could be 1 week. If I feel like the vibe is there, the connection is there, and it's like, we got this energy towards each other, and it's like sexual, and we both know it. We both know what's up. But if I feel like, you trying to hold out on me, what you childish? Like, no, we grown. Like, what are you doing? 2 weeks or not? 3 weeks or not? You're childish, and I'm gonna look at you like that. Like, nah, she's just playing games. It's like, no, if we, like I said, if that sexual attention is there, and we both know it, and we've been trying to avoid it or whatever we do. If I go in for the kill and you deny me, that first time I might get a pass.
Mm-hmm.
The second time I'm like, okay, you playing.
So that's like
And
saying she can think you childish for wanting it so bad. Like you 19, 16, 17, 18 years old.
no, I'm a man. That's what it is. I am a man.
Right.
Yeah, but at this point, you're like a horny dog. So like you
Okay.
can't
Okay.
wait.
Okay.
That's a man though.
That's
We
a
wired that way. We're
Here
wired
he
to.
go.
But men
Go.
change as well. Like you might have slept with so many women back in the day, but you can have a different mindset as you get older.
So show me
So
a
you at
man.
this
I'm 30. If I was dating and I really like the woman and I'm in that mode where it's like we both got that sexual tension between each other. If I go in for the kill and she deny me, I'm gonna look at it like what's going on? Like what?
right.
well,
Men are
but we're
wired
speaking if
different.
she puts us out from the jump though. If she
But
puts
she
it out there
giving
on
me
the
that
jump,
sexual attention.
no, you just
Right.
feeling her
Right.
like that. You just
No,
feeling
no,
her.
no, no, no,
Come on,
no.
man.
Just like what I said before, you gonna say that, but then you gonna show me your bra straps.
Are you
Come
kissing
on,
on my neck? Are you rubbing on my
right,
neck? Are you low key pretending like you gonna grab my shaft? Like what? Come on, like what? No,
yeah.
don't play with me like that.
I agree
Men
Because
with
are,
I'm
Chantel. I agree with Chantel.
yeah. We wired so much. Okay, so check this out. I'm gonna ask CB this question. for you to deal with a man seriously, what would that man have to bring to the table?
At this point in my life,
Yeah.
stability. And that's not necessarily financial stability, because I can bring that to myself. I mean stability as in emotional, mental, spiritual, someone that does want to build in life. I think the word stability covers it though.
Okay. All right. Now you said a lot, and I think it's a lot to it's a lot under that umbrella of stability is what I'm trying to say. So if women are requiring men to bring a lot to the table, and what I'm trying to say is, what are women bringing to the table?
I would only expect him to give me, I can only expect from him what as much as he expects from me. That's just me. I can't speak for other women. I'm not going to ask a man to do anything that for me that I can't do for him. Besides, obviously, the things that I can't give myself, which is why I need that man in my life, that void that he can feel. But I
Amen.
would not ask him to give me things that I would not expect to give to him. That's myself personal.
Come back, Chantel. Okay, and I can dig that. But you would expect a man to be financially stable, right?
Right, because
Mm-hmm.
I'm financially stable.
Okay. Now here's the issue. Men think about sex a lot. That's just the bottom line of it. And men want to have sex in all cases, right? So the issue is that men are having to work harder these days because you're having to compete with other men. We got Chantel in the building, y'all. What's up, Chantel?
So Chantel.
Hi guys, I got tired of typing, so I just figured I should join.
And we was waiting for you to come
Yeah,
on.
that's what's up. That's what's up. I'm so glad to have you. But men are having to work so much harder these days. Women are born with their value, and men have to build their value. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all are born with it, and men are not. Chantel, the floor is yours. What you got to add to it?
So I got cut off. I came on when you guys were talking about how men are wired different when it comes to sex, and that's
Mm,
something I had to learn too recently. Because I would think, in dating a man and he's thinking about sex on like the first couple weeks, like I would think of his character lower. Like, I think that he's only thinking about sex and he only wants sex from me, until like I start realizing that you guys are definitely wired differently and you guys think about sex way more than we do. And it's not necessarily that there's something wrong with that. That's just how our creator created you guys, to crave sex way more than we do. So we can control ourselves and we can say, oh, you got to wait 90 days. While for a
mm.
man, that's borderline torture. And in the same time, we're telling him to wait 90 days. We're telling him not to date anyone else and focus on us. I mean, I think if women would know just how much men desire sex, like the level that they desire sex, we wouldn't be having this conversation about how long we should wait. I'm not saying give up your body on the first night, but just keep that into consideration when we think about these things.
Right, and we're also talking about men that are on a different level than you know the Dusties or whatever they would call them. You know what I'm saying? I don't really like to use that term, but y'all get what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, y'all feel me? And again, women are born with their value. Men have to build value, even to get a woman to even look their way. And men are visual. We see something you like, you looking good, all in the right places. That's just how we build. We ready to pounce? What you got to say, KJ? You look like you conjuring up something.
Cause I mean I get that, and I get men are wired different, and I understand. Yeah, they think about sex all the time, but men, I mean, they can't be considerate for one, like be patient. I mean, is that not in the talks anymore? I'm just
Yeah,
saying though, like,
we can be patient for somebody we like,
mm-hmm.
but for a man, there's something we just wired different. Like men, I'm trying to choose my words carefully here, because we are on YouTube. Men, we have to have it. Have to. Once you get that, I mean, we gotta have it. Like, is no denying it. Whether you want to or not, something has to happen every so often, and it's gonna happen one way or the other. And that's just me, RJ. Am I right?
Man, right. Show you right. Man, you right
I
on.
mean, we just different. And I think what hold on, I gotta get myself big bars. Big bars. But I also think that with this current culture that sex has been everything has been so sexualized to the point to where uh, people think everything is not about sex. For men, it might be a lot of it, but everything has been so sexualized these days to where nobody is taking into consideration of how important it is. Because, like you said, who's teaching the young women these days? And a lot of times, like RJ said, the previous generation has failed us. And I say that because a lot of women weren't taught to value their bodies or value a man the same way that they were. You know what I'm saying? We're telling our young women these days to, hey, do whatever you want to do in your 20s. Enjoy your hot girl summers, whatever. And then by the time they start to hit 30, then they wondering what a good man is. Well, you done passed over 3 or 4 of them while you was in your 20s. And I know somebody gonna say it. The same argument could go the same way with men too. You know, a lot of men might have looked over the good ones, chasing after the thotty McThot kicks or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And Shay looked like she gonna say something.
I was just gonna say what you got to say.
She looked like she want to say something.
Because you're hopping to the one that won't make you wait.
Say that once more.
You're hopping to the one that won't make you wait versus the one that might make you wait a little while.
But sometimes the one that'll make you wait might be just as crazy as the ones that don't.
Well, that's a whole different part. That's a new conversation, JD.
Yeah, well, I'm just being honest. But yeah, I really think that the previous generation has been telling the next generation everything, like terrible advice. I heard a teenager now saying, "Oh yeah, when I get ready to get married and find somebody I like, I'm not gonna let him meet my kids until after about a year and a half." And I'm like, first of all, why is it that you would even put the kids before somebody you really like? That's what the next generation is being taught. Chantel, what you got for us?
I'm having a hard time hearing you. My phone is giving issues, but I think you're talking about the next generation being sexually liberated. I missed what you said about, you said you heard teenagers said what?
A teenager, preteen, was talking about relationships, and she said that when she gets older and finds somebody that she likes, that she's not going to let that guy meet her kids until a year and a half into the relationship.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. Like, why is
Yeah,
it that you automatically putting the kids before somebody you like?
yeah, and I mean it's just this function, and I mean not to put the blame on men, but that's why there's the with the lack of fathers in the household, the lack of guidance in the household. This is what we get as a society, because I think when it comes to even just this conversation about sex and you know, how long should a man to wait, because a lot of us, especially black women, weren't raised with a father figure. We weren't raised with that masculine energy in the house, so we don't even know how men think. And that's why so many of us don't even know that sex is so important to men, or that, you know, just the simple things of dangling the carrot in front of his face. You're telling him one thing, and you're showing him your bra strap. Many of us don't know that that's fighting words. You know, men will throw hands for that. And
Right,
that's because it's a result of us not being around men, and the men that we were around, the, you know, brothers and cousins, they too were raised by single moms, so they don't even know to teach the girls. So I think I don't want to put the blame on men and say circle around. You know, we can have the conversation what comes first, the chicken or the egg. But
mm,
it's the lack of dads in the household why so many women can even think and say things. Because a father would never let his child say my kid the guy I'm dating is not going to meet my kids. Like what? You know, men
right,
hear that, they're like, what? Women hear that, they're like, yes, girl.
right. Yeah, it's backwards. So we're gonna go around the table one more time, and we're gonna get ready to wrap this up. So CB, how long should you wait? Last thoughts.
Well, I don't give a time limit. I stick
Hmm.
with what I originally said. Different
Okay.
situations, different scenarios, and when the time's right, I don't think you should stop it, but I also don't think that that should be the first thing you do as well.
Okay. Okay. I can dig it. Shay, how long should you wait?
Agreed. I'm sticking to mine too. If you got two people that has the same mindset and on the same page, I don't think the whole time frame thing will be an issue. But as stated before, it's just gonna be based off the connection.
Okay.
I just don't think it should be
KJ.
expected.
What they say,
Okay.
I said
You
what I said
agree?
at the beginning. I'm sticking to it. Just let it
Okay.
flow so natural.
RJ.
Yeah, I don't think it should be a time frame, but like if you let me smash on the first day, that's crazy. I'm not gonna put I'm not gonna put anything into you as far as like trying to build something with you. But if like I really like you and we've been vibing, or you know, we've been dealing with each other for
Mm,
maybe 2 or 3 weeks,
yeah.
and I try because the sexual tension is there, and I try, and you deny me the goodie, then I'm gonna be like, okay, she's just childish. And I may
Hmm.
try again. I may give you another chance. I may try again. Let me just try again. Maybe she just, I don't know. I'm gonna try again. And if you deny me again, then I'll probably just deuces to you after that. And then right
Right.
after I decide to like, I'm not fooling with her anymore, she come back to me and be like, hey, what's up? Man? I'm not even gonna be in that mind frame with you anymore. And it's like
Hmm.
the time is going to pass. If it's like 2 or 3 weeks, it doesn't matter. That's just the way I look at it.
Okay. Okay. I can dig it. Chantel, last words. How long should you wait?
Yeah, I would agree with everyone. I would say as long as it's not no mind games going on, and as long as we have an understanding of the purpose of the relationship and why we're even potentially getting to that point, I would agree that there isn't a timeline. But we do, as women, have to keep in mind, and men too have to keep in mind what women go through, and we have to keep in mind what men go through when it comes to that.
Okay. I absolutely agree with everybody. You know what? Y'all did good. I'm gonna buy y'all lunch tomorrow.
All right, so it's 1 week too early. Or it just depends. Everybody.
This is exactly what I was thinking. Do you really know that person in 2 to 3 weeks?
My answer earlier was 4 to 6.
I think
Because
About
once
I
is
6
mean,
too
weeks.
if
soon,
you gonna give
RJ.
it 2 to 3 weeks, you might as well bang on the first day because you still don't really know that person.
If we talking every day, I
It's
can kind of
pretty.
figure you out within that first week. If you being honest with me, I can figure you out within that first week what type of person this is.
But most times people don't show their true colors until they get comfortable with a person. So
Yes.
they going into this with a whole different image because they know that this other person is expecting differently of them before they actually open up.
But why though? That's what I'm saying. Why though? I'm gonna be real with you from the jump. This is how I am. This is who I am. Why are you playing games with
Because
me?
they don't want you to think less of them.
I mean, I would
But
say it's really
So I
hard
could get
to hide some red flags. I think, and I can speak from personal experiences. Sometimes, you will see a small red flag on a first date, how he treats the waiter, and you ignore it. Like little things like that, you pay attention to, and that's why it's important to vet properly and know how to vet. Like you're not just going based off what he's saying. You look at certain actions that he does to people that's not you, because he will treat you right. He wants you. He wants to sleep with you. But is he holding the door for you and the lady that's behind you, or is he only holding the door for you and then walking in front of, like little signs like that you can look for? I would say 1 week is too fast, yeah, but um like there's still a lot of things you can learn about a person in 1 week.
okay.
how you
I
feel
dig
about it,
it.
KJ.
I think KJ good over there.
What
But
about you, CB?
CB, I think she unmuted herself. She wanted to say something.
No, I was
CB
saying
or
I
KJ?
CB.
just let it flow naturally, not 1 or 2 weeks. That's what I say. Let it flow naturally.
Okay. Okay, and I think that's the consensus that everybody's giving. There shouldn't be a time frame on it, but for me to be fair, 4 to 6 weeks is fair. Anything past that might be a little OD, but to each his own. Everybody got their own opinions. What works for you might not work for somebody else, but that's why we here. We just here to have a conversation. But yo, we done for the night, y'all. It's been another episode of Love and Relationships. Don't forget to like the video, like, comment, and subscribe if you're over on YouTube. And don't forget to share the video too, y'all. Share the video. And I'm gonna buy all y'all lunch tomorrow. Thank y'all so much. I'm buying y'all lunch. It's been a good conversation. Till next time, y'all. Peace.